low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
Brian Giles from Brian Giles MTG. And we're back with more March of the Machine spoilers. So let's jump back into this without further ado in Eyes of Gitaxias. A blue and 2 for a sorcery that says incubate 3 and draw a card. Lots of incubator love. Then we have Furtive Analyst. So it's a blue and 2 for a 1/4 human wizard with vigilance. Pay 2, tap it, draw a card, then discard a card. So some card draw and a decent creature too. Next up we have Preening Champion. Blue and 2 for a 2/2 Bird Knight. When it enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 blue and red elemental creature token. So, Knight, it comes in with a buddy. More Knight deck love. Next up, we have Saiba Cryptomancer. A blue and 1 for a 0/1 Moonfolk Ninja with flash and backup 1. It also has hexproof. So that's cool. So it comes in with some hexproof, and you can give a +1/+1 counter and a hexproof for another creature. So that's really cool. And it comes in with flash. So this thing could be definitely useful. And we'll see absolute fun play in Limited for certain. Next up we have Stasis Field. A blue and 1 for an enchantment aura that says enchant creature. Enchanted creature has base power and toughness of 0/2, has defender, and loses all other abilities. You came out with this big beefy 8/8 trample creature? Nope, it's a 0/2 defender. That's just fun. So, next up is Tidal Terror. Well, it's an octopus. For 2 blue and 4, you get a 5/6 octopus when it attacks. You tap up 2 other untapped creatures you control. If you do, it can't be blocked this turn. And it has an island cycling for 2. Okay. You've taken them.
I've already taken it. Okay, good.
So, next up we have Zalfirin Shapecraft. So, a blue and 1 for an instant that reads target creature has base power and toughness of 4/3 until end of turn and draw a card. Hey. Something to reduce power and toughness and something to gain power and toughness. And you get a card draw. This could be a nice, useful card, too. Next up, we have Bladed Battle Fan. Black and 1 for an artifact equipment with flash. Bladed Battle Fan enters the battlefield attached to target creature you control. It gains indestructible till end of turn. Well, that's nice. Equipped creature gets +1/+0 and equipped for 1. So a quick indestructibility type of thing, and it gets a bit of a bonus. That could be useful in many circumstances. So next up we have Consuming Aetherborn. So black and 3 for a 2/2 Aetherborn Vampire with lifelink and backup 1. Next up we have Dreg Recycler, a black and 1 for a 2/2 Phyrexian Beast. Tap it and sacrifice an artifact or creature. Each opponent loses a life and you gain a life. Well, that's interesting in a sacrifice deck. So, 2/2 Phyrexian Beast. How fun. Then we have Etched Familiar. Black and 2 for a 3/2 artifact creature Phyrexian Fox. Right, Etched Familiar dies, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Next up we have Etched Host Doombringer. A black and 4 for a 3/5 Phyrexian Demon. Ooh, DJ Longhair's gonna love this. Put it into his demon games. So it's a 3/5 Phyrexian Demon for a black and 4. When it enters the battlefield, you choose one. Target opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Or choose target battle. If an opponent protects it, remove 3 defense counters from it. Otherwise, put 3 defense counters on it. So you can reduce your opponent's battle, or you can put some defense counters on your battles. This guy is a bit useful. Next up we have Failed Conversion. A black and 4 for an enchantment aura that reads Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets -4/-4. And when enchanted creature dies, surveil 2. So definitely a interesting removal type thing. Next up we have Final Flourish. Black and 1 for instant that reads has Kicker. Sacrifice an artifact or creature. Well, sacrifice deck in black isn't too hard. Target creature gets -2/-2 till end of turn. If the spell was kicked, that creature gets -6/-6 till end of turn instead. Hey. That'll take out most large creatures. Definitely a nice removal spell there. Next up we have Flitting Gorilla. A black and 2 for a 2/2 fairy rogue with flying. When Flitting Gorilla dies, each player mills 2 cards and you may exile Flitting Gorilla. When you do, put target creature or battle card from your graveyard on top of your library. So some recursion there. That's really cool. Next up we have Ichor Shade. A black and 2 for a 2/3 Phyrexian Shade. At the beginning of your end step, if an artifact or creature was put into a graveyard from the battlefield this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Ichor Shade. Well, that's interesting. Graveyards matter. Bigger creatures. Next up we have Nezumi Informant. A black and 1 for a 1/1 Rat Rogue. When it enters the battlefield, each opponent just discards a card. Okay. More rat love. Next up, we have Unseal the Necropolis. Black and 2 for instant reads. Each player mills 3 cards. Then you may return up to 2 creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. Well, that's... If you're... If you're doing some graveyard recursion, that's certainly a card to have. Next up, we have Vanquish the Weak. Black and 2 for instant reads to target a creature with power 3 or less. Okay. A little beefy cost there. Next up, we have Aki Scrap Chomper. Single red mana for a 1/1 Phyrexian Goblin. Pay a red and 1. Tap it, sacrifice an artifact or land, and draw a card. Next up, we have Burning Sun's Fury. A red and 1 for an instant with Convoke. Reads 2 target creatures each gets +2/+0 and gain haste until end of turn. Well, that'll definitely put some fire in your step. Next up, we have Coming In Hot. Single red mana for an instant that reads target creature gets +1/+0, gains first strike till end of turn. Next up, we have Furnace Host Charger. A red and 5 for a 5/5 Phyrexian Giant with haste and mountain cycling 2. So a little beefy for a 5/5 for 6 mana, but it has haste and you can mountain cycle it. Next up, we have Red Cap Heel Slasher. A red and 3 for a 2/3 Goblin Rogue with backup 1 and first strike. Then we have Searing Barb. Red and 2 for a sorcerer reads. Searing Barb deals 2 damage to any target. If it's a creature, you can't block this turn, and you incubate 1. Then we have Sheevan Branchburner. 2 red and 5 for a 4/4 dragon with Convoke and flying and haste. So, it's a good dragon if you're playing with some Convoke. Next up, we have Karsus Depth Guard. A red and 2 for a 4/3 Viashino Warrior with Defender. As long as Karsus Depth Guard's power is 5 or greater, it can attack as though it didn't have Defender. Well, definitely if you're playing with something that's giving you counters and stuff. Then we have Mirren Bane Splitter. A red mana for single red mana for artifact equipment with flash. When Mirren Bane Splitter enters the battlefield, attached to the target creature you control. Gets +2/+0 and equipped for 3. So goes to work right away as flash. Not a bad little piece of equipment. It's kind of a beefy equipment cost, but it goes. If you put it on a good creature, you won't need to move it around. Next up, we have Onaka Javelineer. Red and 4 for a 5/4 Ogre Spirit with Reach. Tap Onaka Javelineer, does 2 damage to target player or battle.
What was the mail survey and what else?
It was just some ads from United Healthcare.
Just ads?
Ads. Okay, so we have Thrashing Frontliner. A red and 1 for a 2/2 Viashino, Phyrexian Viashino with Trample. Whenever a Thrashing Frontliner attacks a battle, gets +1/+1 till end of turn. Okay. Decent. Then we have Trailblazing Historian. A red and 1 for a 1/3 human shaman with haste. Tap it and another target creature gains haste until end of turn. Oh, that's cool. Everything that gets haste is. Next up, we have Volcanic Spite. A red and 1 for instant reads. Volcanic Spite deals 3 damage to target creature, planeswalker, or battle. You may put a card from your hand onto the bottom of your library. If you do, draw a card. Hey, some card cycling love, some damage to creatures, planeswalkers, and battles. Good value there. Definitely will see some play. Next up, we have Arachnoid Adaptation. Green mana for an instant reads. Target creature gains +2/+2, gains reach until end of turn, and untap it. Yep, that'll do. Now, here's a fun card. I like this card a lot. Atraxas Fall. A green and 1 for a sorcery, destroy target artifact, battle, enchantment, or creature with flying. So that's cool. We can get rid of battles as well as all the other stuff you normally get rid of in green. Next up, we have Blighted Burgeoning. A green and 2 for The enchantment aura. Enchant land. When Blighted Burgeoning enters the battlefield, incubate 2. Whenever enchanted land is tapped for mana, its controller adds an additional 1 mana of any color. So some mana fixing and an incubator token. Next up we have Chomping Kavu. A green and 3 for a 3/3 Kavu with backup 1. This creature can't be blocked by a creature's power 2 or less. Okay. Yeah, that's fun. And then we have Cosmic Hunger. A green and 1 for an instant that reads, target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to another target creature, planeswalker, or battle. Well, that's certainly a fun thing. We're almost at 21 minutes again, so we're gonna see you on the next video.